Okay. So Compass comes to an end.
Yes.
Then
Compass comes to an end. So now you see in business how you're like, the shipping company that I've been using is charging me a bit high.
yes.
So let me try a new shipping company.
Yes.
I lost money.
You're serious?
I lost a lot of money.
That like your first loss in business?
Yes. No, there were some small losses from, let's say, the rider doesn't bring the cash in. Because you see, I didn't have a shop. So you see, when the rider would go deliver, then now the rider is paid.
They receive the cash and then they disappear.
That's it. So I had experienced some small.
So you're learning, you're being trained, you're paying school fees
exactly
for running a business.
That's actually how I see it, and that's how I tell my friends that this is the school fees of business.
Business, yes.
At times you have to pay it through the hard way. Yes, so now, small losses, but I feel like the biggest loss was at that time.
What was it year?
It was in 2019.
2019.
Yes.
So you changed your shipping company.
Yes.
And your first experience
was bad.
Is your first major loss.
Mm-hmm. And now it really hit.
Is it that
home.
they were con artists, or what went wrong?
The products didn't get to me.
They didn't deliver the product?
Yes.
And is it that they knew all along they will not deliver the product to you, or the product just... This was just an unfortunate incident where some risk materialized?
I really can't really say whether... I really don't know whether they intentionally did it or not. Because for sure I went to their office now a number of times. And also one of the things is that trust was also... Like, I trusted them because they had an office. You know how you can do your normal due diligence. So it's like, they have an office, and they ship from the US, so now that's enough for me. So now I shipped. Then now after the period of time, because you see, I tell my clients after 2 to 3 weeks. So now you see, after 2 weeks, I'll go and they're like, no, the products are not here, but they're coming next week. They also had good language. Ile ya kuambia customer, usijali, zinafika. So I kept on shipping because it was a better deal to use them. Their prices were cheaper for shipping compared to this other one. So you see, I'm looking at profit maximization. So that's why I went that direction.
Oh my gosh. So you didn't just do one shipping, you are doing a couple of shipping?
Yes.
Because you still are being given hope it is coming.
Exactly.
And all the deliveries did not come through.
They didn't.
No. How would you not call that intentional?
Because they said... I don't know a lot when it comes to the logistics, because now you see them, they're here. So I don't know whether it's their US representative that failed them. And you see now most people...
But that's none of your business.
Yeah. Well said.
So did they compensate you?
No.
You just walked away?
It took a lot from me mentally. It took a lot, because you see, it's the same year that I was also graduating. So I feel like in hindsight, things happen without you knowing. Like, it just had to happen at that time. And let me be a bit spiritual in this, because at times you don't see it as at that moment, but later on you come to see that it had to happen at that time. Like, God makes things happen at that time.
At that time, yes.
So now it's a sad moment. It's a lesson. School fees of business.
That's a major school fees paid.
Yes, a major one. So bit by bit. So now, for me to accept that now these things are gone and I'm not going to bring them back. Luckily, I had clients who were really patient with me, because you see, some of them were pre-ordered. But at that time, I had gotten to a point where I would order some bit of stock and have it in the house, because I didn't have a shop then. So I'll have it, I'll store it in my room. So bit by bit, I'll store it there. So I had some bit of money to be able to now bring in stock. So
I'm still stuck here, because your customers know that you're going to deliver to them.
Yes.
These guys have failed you.
Yes.
How did you sort out your customers?
I had to pay them.
You pay them money, or
yes, I had to refund.
You refunded the money. I
had to refund the money, because you see, there were some customers. Okay, there are some customers who I explained to them, this is the situation as at now. The shipping company has really messed me up. So now I can't be able to deliver my goods within the time that I had promised you. So some customers were gracious enough to give me more time.
Yeah.
But some were, I need a refund. And one of the things is that also I took
And you were still selling online?
Yes.
So it's not like you are buddies with your customers?
No.
Yeah.
It's just based on trust.
Trust, yeah.
Yes. So now, but the beauty is that I was very transparent when it comes to communication.
Yeah.
And also one of the things that I can really say my parents really did for me is that they really brought me up in a street.
Yeah.
So now there's no way you can take any money from anyone.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah.
And also karma and also. Yeah. So can I say in hindsight that had to happen. So now so
I'm just surprised that you walked away and left your money behind. That I understand that. But there are mechanisms of recovering your money. You could have gone to the police and reported, and you would have recovered some of the money. Anyway, I'm just thinking, with hindsight, I wish I knew you then.
I know.
You could have done something about that.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to interact with a few people who knew the police, who told me that they knew the police, but now the problem is they were charging me extra.
So you are paying a price for you to be helped.
Yes.
Yes.
And also you're paying a price and you're not even sure whether you're going to get that money back.
Yes. But if you don't mind and you can answer it or refuse to answer it, how much was it that you lost?
I lost 450k.
450k.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And you are just a student who was about to graduate. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of tuition fees.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You have to make a lot of money in business.
It was good. It was good when it lasted. It actually was good.
It was good.
It was good. It was good. I can't really complain. It was good back in the day. And it was, saving.
So where did you get 450k to compensate your customers?
So that's 450k is the amount that I lost.
Yes.
Some of it was pre-ordered and some of it was stock that I was just bringing for myself.
Yes.
So now the ones that I was refunding my customers, the ones that were on pre-ordered, the pre-ordered goods. Now it wasn't really a lot. I feel like it was roughly maybe between 50 and 100.
Yeah.
Yes. The pre-orders that now clients had paid.
Yeah.
So now I had, as I told you, like I grew bit by bit. So now I was able to bring in stock. Yeah. Bit by bit. So now I would sell what I already have. Yes. And then now I was getting that money instead of now reinvesting. I was now compensating my customers. Yes. So growing bit by bit, dealing with this. Now that I've lost that for 50, so now the guy who was to help me now go to the police and help me now solve that problem was charging me 50k.
That is your loss goes to 500,000. Yes.
So I sat down. It was a lot emotionally. I won't lie. It really drained me a lot. But now the beauty is that also I had a supportive system, my family and my parents. So now I told them, now this is the situation. I've come from graduating. Luckily now I got some money from now the graduation party, which helped me also boost some bit and bit. Instead of now the business today completely, at least I was able to now put that money back in business and then now continue ordering more goods for other people. Bit of it was also used to pay also the customers. From now, you see, the sales, the amount from sales now is also refunding customers for those who wanted refunds. Those who are really gracious enough to tell me it's okay, I can wait. So now I would order sometimes now with others. Now you see, I went back to the original shipping company, not now this one that now. You
went back. I'd rather pay a price.
Yes.
But I have my goods delivered.
You get your goods delivered.
Yeah. Are these still the same guys you use even today?
No.
Okay.
I shifted with time.
You shifted with time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. Basically now growing from there, being patient with the process, bit by bit, graduated.
There's something I would want you to talk about. The emotional impact of loss. And it's very easy to say I lost 450,000 for this. I did this and that. But how are you as a human being? How did you how are you faring?
Badly. That's one thing I can say.
Yeah, and how did you rise up? because that's so important for so many people right now are actually going through exactly what you went through. Yeah. How do you bounce back?
What happened? Because at that time, I remember I was really sad. I even gave up on business to some extent.
You're like, you're done.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, I have my degree, so I can go and get a job.
Yes.
I have something on the side, so I can go and actually make a living out of it. But then again, customers used to keep on DMing,
calling you.
Hi, how are you? I would like to order this. Hi, how are you? I would like to order this. So now
the business had a life of its own.
Yes.
You just can't wake up and kill it.
You can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yes.
Because now I felt like I'm done with it, let me just close and everything.
Yeah.
But also I feel like also my passion, the fact that I'm already used to it. This is my day to day. I'm used to having my Instagram there, chatting with people, interacting with people. I also made friends on Instagram as well. Some of my clients became now my friends. So now that's how I continued. But of course it was a lot of emotional turmoil. I thank God that I had good support system because that's also one of the things that got me out of it.
Did you get did you get like depressed? Did you need like psychiatric help, or was it just we are laying hands over you, we are praying for you?
It was, I can't really say depressed because depressed is really a big word.
Yes.
But I was sad.
You were sad?
Most part of it I was sad.
For a long time?
For a long time. I didn't psychiatric help, no, but it took a toll on me. I lost why I'm doing this. Just at some extent I wondered, why am I really doing this? Why am I doing this business?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm trying as much as possible and then again I get such a big loss.
It's like you had lost all the profit you had ever made.
Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, yes. Yeah. It was a lot.
New startup. The only thing you had was the experience.
And also the client base.
And the client
so at
base.
least I had.
Yes.
That.
You had a brand.
Yes.
You had a brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now.
So.
Lost money.
Yeah.
What happens next? Reinvesting. I got a job.
Okay.
I got a job in
because it's part of you trying to kill that business and move forward.
Yes. So I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So I got a job. I got the easiest job there, or rather, it wasn't really easy. The fastest job that I got was a teacher.
I see.
So I went and taught. Technical as a part-time teacher. So also at the same time, I'm sad, but at the same time I feel like I still need customers are still texting me, so I'm not the kind of person to disappoint.
Yes.
So
you feel obliged.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll do this job instead of now, how you're getting a job and then now you start budgeting in that way. Most of the money was now going back to bringing it up. Bringing it up.
From the teaching.
Yes.
That was the salary was becoming a seed.
Yes.
So on this business on the side, I love that.
So you're just bringing it up, it up, and also now because we usually.
So that was part of your recovery. Yeah.
Yes. The job really helped me. That the money now is just taking it back, and growing it. And at that time, I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm just like
how much were you plugging into the business?
It was because
the job.
At that time we were being paid 20K.
20K.
So it's kidogo money, but then again, it's better than nothing.
Yes.
So I'll deploy it back. Then now there's a time that I really needed to make a big purchase because there was like a really big sale that usually happens.
Yes.
So
in
now,
the
in the US, the Black Friday, most people really know about
Black
it.
Friday.
So
November?
the Black November.
Yes.
So I really needed some good amount of money.
Yes.
So luckily,
that's like how much? How much is good money? It's relative.
The same amount of money that I lost.
450K.
Yes. So now from there I got a loan. Now I seeked help, financial help.
Okay.
Yes.
Who is this who would lend to a young entrepreneur who's just come from losing money?
Yes, with no business plan.
Yes, with no business plan.
There's, you're not really doing it as a serious thing.
Yes.
So luckily my parents are the ones who gave me that list.
Another 450K?
Yes.
Wow.
But we had agreed on how to make payments for it.
Yes.
So now that helped me and gave me a boost. So now I plowed back into the business and then now it grew. It grew bit by bit by bit. Later on now, I brought in the stock. Of course, now I didn't use any other shipping company. So now I stuck to the one that...
the one you know.
I
the
know.
One delivers.
The one that delivers.
Yes.
So now, so bit by bit, it was just organically. So now clients would come. We would do a lot of advertising on Instagram. Started with now a rent-a-shelf.
Yeah.
Somewhere here at Imenti.
Oh.
Then now, bit by bit, now there's some...
Rent-a-shelf.
Yes.
Just explain what that is for those who may not understand.
Okay, so rent-a-shelf is, there's a shop. So let's say like for me here.
Yeah.
So now I rent part of the shelf.
Yes.
Let's say
so
here.
this is a shelf.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I would pay a monthly fee instead of now the rent.
So you rent to me?
Yes.
And then I stock my things here.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So now
I've rented from you.
Yes.
I pay you a small fee.
Yes.
Which goes towards offsetting your rent.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now it goes towards also, as you've said, setting my rent as well. And also even running the business. At times, it's also a good thing when it comes to marketing. Because now you see when you tap into now customers who bring this and then now they see something else that they like, they might also be interested in getting
so
it.
there are people who offer rent-a-shelf services here.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
They do. I know
this
one.
Nairobi is big.
Yeah, one thing I can really say about people in Kenya that they're very innovative and very aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Because that was a new idea that I've never heard of it. So it was new and I was like, it's also good because it's also dealing with the people who are
How much would it cost like to rent a shelf?
It depends. They go from 2,500 to 3,000
per
month.
Per month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now, if you're really not ready to commit to a shop, you can start by that. Because 3,000, 5,000 is different from like 5,000 or 80,000 for rent, which in most cases you'll find rent in town. So now I started by renting a shelf. Then bit by bit, now that shop was closing down. So luckily there's a client who
Which
now...
shop was this, by the way?
It was at Sawa Mall.
Sawa
not Sawa Mall, sorry, at Imenti House.
We are at Sawa Mall.
Yes, we are at Sawa Mall.
Imenti House.
Yes, it was at Imenti House. So now the shop closed down. And then luckily when I was just there, I interacted with a client. And the client was like, there's a client, she's called Beatrice. Right now she's in finance. Bless her soul, because she came in at the right time.
Yes. So
we were there. And I was sad because I'm like, now this is coming to an end. The shop is closing. So what's next? So luckily now for her, she wanted to now venture into business world. So, and she knew a friend, Betty, who now wanted to venture into business. So now we
came together.
Yes, the three of us, and then now we came here.
Sawa Mall.
Yes.
This particular shop.
This particular shop.
Wow.
So now we rented.
So you have two other partners?
No, at the moment.
No. Okay.
Yes. So now at that moment, because you see, I also don't have that financial gain, that financial stability, and also that was during COVID time.
Yes.
2019.
Yes. So you have a social distancing problem.
Well, is it really social? Yes, social distancing problem, and also most people were really getting laid.
Yes.
So most businesses really didn't do well during that time. Yes. But now for us, we're like, let's take that risk.
Yeah, and you're selling cosmetics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But for me, I can say during COVID time, it was a plus because now people are at home. So they really...
They have the time to look good.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now even when it comes to skincare, they have the time to actually do it and experiment. So the kind of businesses that really did well at that time was baking, because that's when now people were really...
Everybody was baking.
Yeah, lasagna, here, there. Skincare as well was doing very well. And that now was a boost. So now we are three of us here. One was selling bags, I was selling skincare, and then now the other lady was selling baby clothes. So for the customers used to come to visit us. So
it's like that side is one person, this side is one person, this side. So you literally grew with the rent-a-shelf idea.
Yes.
You owned it yourself now.
Yes.
Okay.
So
it's a brilliant idea. I like how you've grown your business.
Thank you.
You are a whole Harvard thesis. Need to be studied.
Of experiments and trying it and not giving up.
Yeah.
So yes.